When was the last time you have struggled with motivation to achieve your fitness goals? Was it last month, few years back, and you never started again? If you have been someone that has struggled with motivation to get to your fitness goals, then this episode is going to change your life. In this episode of the Fitness Engineered podcast, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do so that you are never dependent on motivation to get things accomplished. As always, Vinay here, lecturer of exercise science at National Strength and Conditioning Association, India, a body transformation and a performance coach. Here to help you with all the necessary tools, knowledge, and frameworks to make your transformation and performance journey easier, faster, and enjoyable. Getting into today's episode, my friend, whenever we start a fitness journey, there are three things. Number one, motivation. Number two is discipline. And number three is habits. Now, we all know that discipline, hard work, all of those things are important, but motivation is as important as anything, my friend. Motivation is not something that has to be underlooked. We need motivation to get started. Without motivation, it is impossible to get started with something new, something that we haven't done before, something that we are just excited about, but we are not motivated. We won't even get started, my friend. Motivation is the ignition, motivation is the excitement that we have whenever we are starting something new. So, motivation is important to get started. But the problem with motivation is temporary. It fluctuates and it is just for short term. Okay. We won't be waking up motivated the same way every single day. Okay. So that's about motivation. Then comes discipline. Discipline is not something that we have heard so far. Let me simplify the term discipline for you. Discipline is just keeping the promises that we make ourselves without letting our feelings or emotions affect our actions. That's it, my friend. If we have told ourselves, if we have promised ourselves that we need to wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow, just wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Keep the promise. If we have promised ourselves that I'll not smoke, I'll not drink for the rest of this week, just keep the promise. Don't smoke, don't drink. If we have promised ourselves that I'll show up to the gym 5 days a week, this week, just show up to the gym 5 days a week. That is discipline, my friend. Doing the stuff that you have promised yourself without letting your emotions or your feelings affect the actions that you are about to take. That is discipline, as simple as that. And discipline can be made a lot easier. All of the frameworks I'm going to discuss next. Before that, let me tell you what a habit is. Habit is the pro max version of discipline, basically. Here, we are doing everything that we have decided, we have promised ourselves, and we have to do, but without thinking about it. Without even thinking about it. Now, this episode will most probably get uploaded on Sunday. You would be watching it on Sunday. You would have most probably brushed your teeth by now before watching this episode, right? Did you have to think about it? Did you wake up and watch a few motivational quotes or motivational videos to start brushing your teeth? No, right? It is a mindless process. Habits are the things that we do consistently without even thinking about it. And this is what keeps us away from dentist's office, just because we just wake up and brush our teeth mindlessly. We don't even think about that today I have to brush my teeth very intensely. Today I have to brush my teeth for like 2 hours. Today I am very excited, very motivated, and I'll brush my teeth and I'll make them white today itself. We don't think about it like that. Whether it be Sunday, whether it be a deadline or a meeting to attend or an interview to give, or you are going on a date, you will just wake up and brush your teeth. That's it, because it has become a habit for you. Okay. We don't need motivation to perform our habits, right? So the simplest thing is, whenever we are motivated, we should get started, convert that motivation into discipline, and discipline would become habit over time. But this is not as simple as it sounds. Now, we know that motivation is important to get started. Discipline is important to build habits. And habits are something that we just do mindlessly, very consistently, without even thinking about it. When we cut out the thinking component of it, my friend, there is a phenomenon called as decision fatigue. Okay, you would have heard, you would have seen memes, you would have seen pictures of in videos that people like Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, they wear the same colored clothes, same colored pants every single day. Okay, just like you would be seeing me in the same colored t-shirts every single time on the podcast. Okay, so the thing behind this is there is a phenomenon called as decision fatigue. What this means is we can only make few good decisions every single day. The less decisions we make, the better decisions we make. Okay, so these high performance people, not high performance in terms of athlete, not on field, but high performance in terms of their business, in terms of their work, in terms of their commitments, these guys don't spend their valuable decisions thinking about whether this hairstyle will suit my dress, whether this t-shirt will suit my pant, whether this pant and t-shirt will suit the belt that I'm wearing, whether the socks that I'm wearing on the shoes that I'm wearing on the trousers that I'm wearing is matching each other. No, my friend, these people are not wasting their valuable decisions on just thinking about these basic simple stuff that doesn't even matter. Okay, if you are a fashion model, of course these are the things that would matter to you, but are you a fashion model? Are you going out there to show, to walk on a ramp? Are you going out there to do the catwalk? No. Okay, so these decisions are something that we have to preserve. We have to make our processes so mindless that we have decisions that we could spend on some things that will actually have an impact. These people, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, the decisions that they make just changes the lives of like billions of people out there. They make their company profitable by like crores with just a few decisions every single day. Okay, so what happens is when things becomes a habit for us, we don't have to think about those, and then when we don't have to think about those, the resistance to those habits goes down. We have a lot more decisions pending in our brain to think about the things that are actually important. That is why it is very easy to maintain habits, but not the things that we haven't built into habits. Okay, so the source for unlimited motivation is to convert the motivation into habits as soon as possible. But there's one thing in between, that is discipline. We all have heard about discipline is the key. We need to be disciplined. If you are not disciplined, you are a slave to your mood, your feeling, your emotions, and not your passion. Here, if you are not disciplined, my friend, if you will let your emotions, your feelings, your mood dictate your actions, you are actually a slave to your mood, your feelings, your emotions. Your mood, your feelings, your emotions are controlling your actions, are controlling you, my friend. We don't want our actions to get controlled by all of these things. We should be in charge. The thing that we have to do, we should be in charge. Okay, no matter you want to eat an ice cream, go and eat an ice cream, that does not matter, but not against the promises that you have made yourself. If you have promised yourself that you would just eat one ice cream throughout this week, just eat one ice cream throughout this week. The time when we start breaking the promises that we make ourselves, our self-esteem just goes down, our self-confidence just goes down, and we start losing the belief that we have in ourselves, about ourselves. Then everything starts going in the reverse direction. Then we start doubting ourselves. We never believe that we could actually do this thing in the first place, and this is where we have to again start. So here are two simplest strategies to make discipline easier for you. Okay, number one is keep the process easy, enjoyable, and effective. This is a 3E framework that I have discussed like multiple times in like last 20 episodes of the Fitness Engineered podcast. Proud to say this is 21st episode of our Fitness Engineered podcast. We have come a long way, and yes, again, talking about 3E framework. It has to be, the process has to be easy, enjoyable, and effective. Okay, the process has to be easy, my friend. When the process is easy, we do it because we are new to the process. If the process will be too difficult, we will not even get started in the first place. So the process has to be easy. Second, the process has to be enjoyable. Enjoyable means that we should be looking forward to it. Now, talking about if you have a goal, suppose you want to lose 15 kgs before entering 2024, we still have four months left before entering 2024, and dropping 15 kgs is actually possible before you enter 2024. So this is the framework, my friend. We have to make it easy, make the process easy. So let's talk about diet. How to make dieting easier. Now you don't have to have a like 5 course meal, a 7 course meal, everything has to look like shahi and tip top. No, my friend, the diet just has to complete your nutrients demands without going over your calories. As simple as that. We need to have a lot of protein, we need to have something that will give us fibers and micronutrients, we need healthy fats, we need carbohydrates in our meals. So what we can easily do is, there are like hundreds of recipes on our app, fitness engineered app, for all of our clients, which will make sure that they eat delicious diet every day, and it won't take more than like 30 to 40 minutes to prepare the meals for the rest of the day. Just 30 to 40 minutes to prepare the meals for the entire day, and those meals are like super delicious. One example I'll give you is like a one pot meal. One pot meal is like hands down the best. I have stayed alone for like 7 8 years in my life. I have stayed at hostels, and then after that job and all of those things, I have stayed alone. I have cooked meals for myself, I have cooked meals for my roommates and everything. I know how to manage the food in such a way where the food even tastes delicious while keeping me in the shape that I want to. Keeping my health on priority, keeping my transformation goals on priority, keeping my performance on priority, without hampering the taste of it, without making my taste buds and my soul unhappy. There are amazing recipes that we can make, my friend. Okay, so talking about one pot meal is simple. Just choose a protein source. It could be chicken, it could be paneer, it could be soybean, tofu, fish, eggs, whatever it is. Pick a protein source, pick a few veggies, simple veggies. Go for like carrots, go for um, green peas can easily stay in a refrigerator for like a long time. Okay, then go for tomatoes, onions, like capsicum, bell peppers, or like whatever you want, whatever, french beans. Okay, let's take these 5 vegetables. Chop the vegetables, wash the rice, get the protein source, put everything in a cooker, put water, put spices, shut the cooker's lid, and that's it. Let it cook for like 12 minutes and you're done. You're done. You have this amazing tasting pulao. You have rice in there, you have a lot of veggies in there, you have the protein source in there. It tastes delicious. I've literally ate this food for over years consistently every single day. The only changes that you have to make here is, if you just change the protein source, you get a different pulao. Today you ate paneer pulao, tomorrow you could eat chicken pulao, day after tomorrow you could eat soybean pulao, day after that you can eat tofu pulao, whatever you want. Literally just change the veggies and you get a slightly different texture to the pulao. You just change the spices and you'll change the entire color, the taste, the flavor of the pulao. That's it. That's what I was doing for like 2 to 3 consistent years in my life. I was eating the same stuff but not the same stuff. Okay, this is how we make the dieting easier. This is just one example. We have plenty of other examples that we have for our clients, and whenever you become a part of fitness engineer squad, you get an access to all of these things. So if you are interested, just drop me a text on my Instagram. I am as fitness engineer Vinay, and I'll be happy to help you out. But that being on a side note, talking about this makes the process a lot easier. Cooking is, again, 80% of cooking is like passive. You don't have to sit besides the cooker till the time the rice is getting cooked. I just use an induction cooker, electric induction cooker, what we could say, the cookware, and I just put the timer on there. I am so used to cooking now that I can even cook omelette on a timer. I cook all of the foods on timer. I just put it on, put the timer on, put the lid on, and that's it. And then I go away. I get the other stuff done. There is a beep when the timer goes off. I come back, rotate the side of the omelette, put it down, put the timer on, and that's it. And I go away. That's it. 80% of cooking is just passive, my friend. You don't have to spend a lot of time there. Now, till the time this rice is getting cooked, you can cook the other meals for the day. You can cook your breakfast, you can cook your evening snack, and that's it. The pulao will become your lunch and your dinner. Amazing tasting pulao. You will have rice in your meals. What else do you want in life, my friend? Okay, that's what. This is how you make the process easier, make the food taste delicious, my friend. This is the simplest tip to stick to your diet plan, is to eat delicious food. As simple as that. Okay, so this is how we make our diet easy. We keep it enjoyable so that we look forward to our meals, so that we look forward to the food that we are eating, and it does not become a struggle for us to like eat the boiled eggs that are no salt, no chaat masala, no ketchup, no onions, nothing, just the bland boiled eggs. It is difficult, but just make the boiled eggs, put some chaat masala, put some salt, a little bit of ketchup if you want, a little bit of onions if you want, and eat them when they're warm. Just as soon as they're boiled, just get them out, peel them, put a little bit of this, and just eat them when they're warm. It tastes a lot delicious. And you don't every day have to eat boiled eggs, my friend. You can eat omelets. You can add in a lot of veggies in the omelet. You can add in spices in the omelet. You can make burji. Again, you can add in spices. You can add in veggies. Tastes a lot delicious. You can use a few, what we could say, brown breads, whole wheat breads, whichever bread you like, and make sandwiches of these boiled eggs, or omelette, or Spanish omelette, or whatever you want. Eat delicious food, my friend. At the end of the day, it is about the eggs going inside your stomach. A little bit of add-ons here there would not make a huge difference. That is what that is what Okay, this is how we make it easy, we make it enjoyable. And the last one is effective. Now, easy and enjoyable. The ordering a pizza online is easy, it is enjoyable to eat a pizza, but it is not effective. It will not get us to our goals, because what will get you motivated the most is the results. There is no bigger motivator than results, my friend. Okay, when you are onto something and you keep getting results on a consistent basis, your motivation is like all time high. Eating the pizza won't get you the results, so you won't be feeling motivated again, and you would stop. Okay, so eating the meals that are easy for you to prepare, eating the meals that are enjoyable and you look forward to it and you enjoy eating those meals, you would do that consistently. Doing that consistently will be effective for you, will give you the results. Once you start seeing the results, you will feel motivated. Once you feel motivated, the process will go on running. You will have unlimited motivation, man. So we need to make the process easier, enjoyable, and effective. Okay, that was step one. So point number two, design an environment that inspires you to take the actions that you want to take. Now let's take for example, now you are motivated and you want to start everything. You have designed a process that is easy, enjoyable, and effective for you, and you have kept your promise, and you have woke up at 7 a.m. Okay, you woke up at 7 a.m, you are happy, you are excited to get it started, and you just picked your mobile and you just turned on Instagram. Now, what happened on Instagram was, first of the story is of a friend who is an alcoholic, who has did party all night, who has posted pictures of club, a lot of bottles and everything. And he has tagged you that we missed you because you did not attend the party, but you came home early and you slept early. Now you are watching his story and you're somewhere, at the bottom of your heart, you are just feeling sad about you not being able to go and party there. And you came home and you slept early, and now you're ready for the workout ahead, but you're feeling guilty somewhere. Okay, the second story you saw was of a friend who watched Netflix all night, and just slept at 4 a.m. And you are seeing his story at 7 a.m. and you are just cursing yourself that why did you sleep early? Why did you not watch this entire series? Because the other person is saying that the series is binge worthy and you should watch it right now, and you are a fool because you missed the story or you missed the series and things like that. So now you have seen these stuff back to back, and now you're cursing yourself that why did you came home early? Why did you sleep early? Why did you do all of these? The people that we surround ourselves with, the content that we watch, shapes our identity, my friend. Now these things will somewhere at the bottom of your heart will tell you that sleeping early is not worth it, waking up early is not worth it, partying is great, you get amazing pictures, you get to meet people at the bar, you get to watch documentaries, you get to watch series, binge watch them the entire night. But instead, you are following People who have visited gym at 6 a.m. and have posted a story of themselves working out in the morning, have posted the second story of them eating a good breakfast. The second person that you follow has woke up early, did his meditation, read his book, and did stuff like this. These are the posts that will inspire you to take these actions. These are the posts that will inspire you to become the person that you actually want to become. We don't realize these things, my friend, but these small things makes a huge impact on the person that we become, on our identity, and what actions we take throughout the day. Huge impact. Now tomorrow, if you will start following a street food influencer, blogger, vlogger, whatever you want, okay, who goes on every corner, eats all of the street foods, high fat, high calorie, loaded with mayonnaise, loaded with cheese. You are watching all of these delicious food reels all over Instagram. Tomorrow or day after or very soon, you would also go and eat all of those foods. But instead, if you're following people who are eating healthier food, who are making healthier food taste delicious, look delicious, showing you the recipes, showing you how you could cook food in very simple ways, how you could make delicious food that are also healthy for you, and not adding in a lot of calories in there, not adding in a lot of cheese, mayonnaise, oils, and stuff like that, slowly your actions will start replicating the content that you see, the people that you follow. Okay, tomorrow the people that you surround yourself with, in your office, in your flatmates and other peoples, if all of those people are talking about stock market, talking about trading and things like that, you will slowly start inclining and associating yourself with the identity of the group. If that crowd of people that you surround yourself with, if they are always talking about, thinking about partying, thinking about alcohol, thinking about all of these things, you will slowly associate yourself with that same mindset. But if you associate yourself with people who are talking about working out, who are talking about going on treks, who are talking about running a marathon, who are talking about good startup, who are talking about eating better, how they could bring better tiffins, how they could make sure that the things does not get stale and they could eat amazing foods, you will start doing better stuff, my friend. This All of these things that I discussed so far are very small things. Nobody is talking about these, but these things make a very big impact. Okay, so create an environment around you that will inspire you to take the actions, that will inspire you to become the person that you want to become. And once you start doing it, you won't need a lot of motivation to do this stuff, because now you think that doing exercising every day is not something that is unusual for me. Sleeping early is not unusual for me. It is, all of them are sleeping early, I will sleep early. All of them are waking up early and going to the gym first thing in the morning, I'll wake up and I'll go to the gym first thing in the morning. Okay, these small things would make an impact. The things that we don't want to do create a little bit of a resistance between those things. Now you cannot always unfollow all of your close friends, even if they are not helping you to become the person that you want to become. You cannot always say no to the parties, you cannot always do things like that. Okay, but what you could do is add a little bit of a resistance in there, a little resistance in there. What does that mean is, now suppose you don't want to see all of these partied people, the drunk people, the Netflix watchers first thing in the morning. You can just mark a star on good profiles that you feel inspired, that post out good content that you feel good about, that inspire you to become the person, that inspire you to take action. Mark a star on their profile, so that first 5 posts that I see on a daily basis are the posts that inspires me, that makes me wake up with a positive mindset, positive attitude of taking actions in the right direction. And these are the first 5 posts that I watch, and then I close Instagram, because that again, that satisfies my urge of turning on Instagram. And after turning on Instagram, I watch 5 posts, I feel motivated, I feel energized, and then I close Instagram, and then I go on carrying on my own work. So without unfollowing my close friends, the friends that have been very close to me, the friends that I have spent a lot of time with, but now they are not helping me to become the person that I want to become. So without getting myself completely disconnected from them, I have added some resistance that will make sure that my early mornings don't get, what we could say, disaligned with my actions just because I am following these people. Okay, adding in resistance could also mean now we at Fitness Engineered Squad, we don't talk about food restrictions. I don't tell my clients that you cannot eat ice cream, you cannot eat cake, you cannot drink alcohol and things like that. But what I tell them is, don't bring all of those things at home and don't keep them in your cupboards, don't keep them in your refrigerators, don't have them in front of you. Because what happens, when you will see that box of chocolate inside your fridge, when you will see that box of cake inside your fridge, when you will watch those bottles whenever you open the cupboards and everything, what will happen is you will need willpower to say no to all of those things every time. 10 times you will open the refrigerator, you will see that bottle. 10 times you will open the cupboard, you will see those chocolates. Every time you'll have to say no, that no, I don't want to eat this, no, I don't want to eat this. Okay, but the willpower is limited, my friend. I don't know where I read this, but I have read this somewhere, that the willpower of the people is maximum when they don't have to use it. Okay, if you don't see all of these things on a day-to-day basis, you will not even think about it, and you will not even have to say no to all of these things. Then what I do is, I tell my clients that if you want to eat an ice cream, go out of your house, go there, eat that ice cream, come home, and that's it. Get back to your work, get back to your workouts, get back to your nutrition plan, and everything has to be the same. You don't have to compensate for that, you don't have to do anything for that. If you are craving too much and if it is getting unbearable, go out, have a drink, do the stuff, and come back home and get back to your regular routine. That's it. Okay, that's how we deal with it. This little resistance could make a huge impact, my friend. But if you're seeing that cookies inside your drawer just besides your work desk, you will be opening your desk like 15 times a day, and every time you will be seeing that cookie in there, you would be resisting the urge and you would be saying no. You would be saying no. You will have to use a lot of willpower here. Okay, but rather, why not just not bring the cookie and keep it here? Instead, just whenever you feel like eating it, go out, buy a small portion of it, eat it. That's it. Distribute. If you get a big portion, distribute a few with your colleagues and everything, eat a few, and that's it, done, finished. Don't keep it inside your cupboard. Okay, this is how we control the stimulus. This is how we don't use our willpower so much that someday we won't have that willpower and we would just give into the feelings and everything would just get wasted. Okay, this was the second way of how we could make discipline easier. And once discipline becomes easier, my friend, you just keep on repeating the stuff. It is easier for you, it is enjoyable for you, it is effective for you, you are getting results on a consistent basis, you are not getting triggered by all of these things on a regular basis, you don't have to use your willpower on a regular basis. You will keep on doing the stuff, you will keep on getting results, you will have unlimited motivation, you will keep on repeating this stuff over and over again. This stuff, these actions would become a part of your identity, my friend. Once all of these things becomes a part of your identity, it becomes your second behavior, and there is nothing that could stop you from doing all of these things. You will do all of these things consistently without even thinking about it, my friend. That's the beauty of it. Repetitions will create habits. Whatever you repeat over and over again will become a part of your identity, will become a part of your habits, and you will not have to think about it. These things happens for wrong things as well. This thing happens for good things as well. It is your choice. It is your decisions on what things you have to make it a part of your habit, make it a part of your identity. If you will always go out there, get the cake, put it in your cupboard, bring the bottles, put it in your fridge, get the cookies, put it in your cupboard, these things are going to become a part of your identity. You are going to eat all of these things some or the other day, no matter how much willpower you have, no matter how much disciplined you think you are not going to have all day good. Someday would be bad, you would be mentally down, you would have that emotional trauma and everything, and you will give into all of these things. And so, putting it all together, my friend, it is very easy to not depend on motivation. But motivation is important, my friend. Motivation is important for you to get started. Then just it's our responsibility to convert that motivation into a process that is easier for us to follow, enjoyable for us to follow, and effective for us to get us the results. Then we have to curate our environment in such a way that inspires us to take the actions that we want to take. Both of these things would make staying disciplined a lot easier. Once you stay disciplined, once discipline becomes easier, discipline is nothing but keeping up with the promises that you made yourself without letting your emotions or feelings affect your actions. Once discipline becomes easier, just put in the reps, my friend. Just put in the reps. Putting in the reps will make all of these things that you do on a regular basis a part of your identity. Once it has become a part of your identity, you are going to follow it for long without depending on motivation, without even thinking about it, just like brushing your teeth. That's it, my friend. That's it from today's episode of the Fitness Engineered podcast. I hope you learned something new. I hope this podcast episode was valuable for you. If it was, do drop a comment below. Do drop me a text on Instagram. I would be happy to know your feedback about the podcast. If you love this episode, do share it on your social media. Do share it with your friends so that we could reach more people. We could just just put some light on more people's life, and that will help me fulfill my goal as well. That will make you satisfied as well for sharing my podcast episode, because it is not possible without your support, my friend. Your support is very valuable for me. I respect that so much, and thank you for watching till the end. Winner here, signing off.